My brothers and sisters and my beloved confreres, hearty welcome to each one of you on the 25th Sunday of the liturgical year. From 1991 to 1995, I was a theology student doing my theological studies at St. Peter's Pontifical Institute. Meanwhile, I used to go for Sunday ministry to Sanatorium, the SMMI campus in Rajajinagar. There was a wonderful youth group named St. Teresa's Association of Youth. I was appointed as the director of this youth group for 4 years. This youth group was one of the well-known youth group at that time, Catholic youth group in the Archdiocese of Bangalore. They used to do a lot of good works for the service of the society, especially for the downtrodden in the society. At the end of my ministry as the director of this youth group, before I was getting ordained, the youth group decided to give me a send-off. One fine Sunday, we all gathered together. We had some wonderful time together, celebrating life, celebrating our relationship with one another. At the end of the gathering, the youth group gave me a gift. Naturally, I was a bit curious to know what it is. I didn't open it there. When I came back to my seminary, in my room, in the privacy, I opened the gift. And I saw this was a strange gift for that matter. Nowadays, when we get a gift, it should minimum be an iPhone. But at the same time, I realized this is a meaningful gift. And you know what the gift was? It was an album. I opened the album with a lot of curiosity, thinking that I would find a lot of my own photos therein. But what I found was still more interesting. It was not my photo which was there, but they were the photos of those youth who were members of this association. And I was so happy to see each one of them under their own photos writing something that was befitting for my choice of vocation. I went through it with a lot of keenness, and I saw one particular youth has written something very, very touching for me. She wrote it like this: "My dear brother, your life is an open book, and people will read the content of this book through your lifestyle, your behavior, and your character. Your life is an open book, and people will read the content of it through your lifestyle, your behavior, and your character." I believe that was a life message for me, and I cherish it even today in my priesthood. St. Paul, in the second reading of today, in his letter to the Philippians, writes a striking sentence: "Let the manner of your life be worthy of the gospel of Christ." Let the manner of your life be worthy of the gospel of Christ. He says, "For me to live is Christ, and to die is gain." I am hard pressed between two factors. One is the desire to join Christ, but the other is to continue in this bodily life on account of you. But the manner of my life should be worthy of the gospel of Christ. That is precisely the great message that Jesus is bringing home to us today through the gospel of the day. He presents before us today the picture of the householder and the vineyard. He calls on to his vineyard people who are ready to do work. When he went out, he found some of them idling their time away because no one called them for the work. He tells them, come into my vineyard, and what is fitting for you, I will give you. They came and began their work. He went out again at the 9th hour. He found some more people, called them also into his vineyard to work. At the 12th hour, in the afternoon at 3 o'clock, and at 5 o'clock. In all these times, he found workers sitting idly and called all of them into his vineyard. At the end of the day, he gathered all of them together to pay their salary. Now, the justice of God, merged with his compassion and mercy, is projected before these people. Those who came in the beginning, in the early hour, they expected naturally a better payment. He paid 1 denarii to those who came last, increasing the curiosity of those who came in fact in the beginning. But they were also paid 1 denarii. Now there emerged a dispute. Is this justice at all? You must evaluate what the problem of these laborers are. Their problem is not that they were not paid enough. Their problem is that the others are paid equal to them. And that's where justice is evaluated. We call it as the commutative justice. Perhaps a few of you, the listeners now, may be lawyers. And you know what a commutative justice is. If I have a land dispute because my neighbor encroached my land and is occupying that land, I go and file a case against him. And the judge says, give to him what is his due. That is commutative justice. But the justice of God goes beyond the human justice. We call it as give to him or her what he or she does not deserve. This is a new justice, a justice of compassion and mercy, a justice of universality, where there is no Gentile and Jew, there is no difference between human races, no caste, creed, or color, or language, or region, or even religion. Universality of God's approach, his mercy and compassion is open to everyone. We would notice the Gospel of Matthew is mostly referring now towards the early Christian community. And the early Christian community is comprising of the new converts, the Gentiles. And naturally, they were not considered equal to the Jews. The Jews considered the Mosaic law as the most important aspect of their life. Now Jesus puts one more step into the new kingdom lifestyle. Everyone is equal to the other. God's mercy and compassion is open to all. That's why Isaiah the prophet would say today in the first reading, seek the Lord while he can be found. Hold on to him when he is near. We need to approach the Lord when he is near to us. His nearness is given to us every moment of our life through the sacraments of the church, through the vibrancy of the church's ministries. And we need to seek him and hold on to him when he is near us. My brothers and sisters, opportunities are given to us to realize the mercy of God, and his justice is merged with his compassion and kindness. He gives you the opportunity to come near him, hold on to him, to cry out to him, and experience his unfathomable love in your life. Are you experiencing this nearness of God? Sometimes we have that tendency to judge ourselves and say, I'm not worthy, I'm a sinner. But your God is the lover of sinners. Let's make use of this opportunity to go to him, to cry to him, to hold on to him, and experience his mercy without any condition. Let the manner of your life be worthy of the gospel of Christ. Amen.